Before we get into this morning's update, I want to give you a quick synopsis of what to expect, but kind of like a quick overview. First, XRP's hunting that 0.4525 resistance right now and trying to use it as a support, but we are currently at 0.4522, which is just under that critical pivot level. So we need to get back over 4525 and hold that as support for a further move up, or this could be the end of a push up and you get rejected here. So just pay attention to that 4525 level, as XRP's up just over 7% this morning. We also need to take a look deeper into the XRP chart to see exactly what happens if we do hold 4525, or what comes next. Is that the most important area, or is 449 important? Because right now we're on top of that as well. So we'll look at the pattern formation and the overextension there. And then we'll also have to look at an article where Ripple looks to be on the same side as Coinbase, and they look to be defending Coinbase against the SEC. So we'll go into that too. That's a little bit of breaking news this morning. So that's pretty interesting. So make sure to hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics, as we have a lot of stuff to look at on the charts this morning. And the most important thing to me this morning is paying attention to the XRP technical analysis. We'll also take a look at Bitcoin this morning and see how it's doing around that 27,000 level, as it's up to about 27,600 plus. And then we'll take a look at the DXY, as it's always important to see where the DXY is hanging out. Once again, make sure to hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics, and I will catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP's come down a little bit. It's right at 0.4504. We're up 6.63% on the day. And our most important thing here, let's let this load real quick, as it is being rather slow. So here's our important levels. This is the 449 we talked about before. That's the most important thing right now. We need to hold. First off, 432 was important. We had to come back up and use this as a support area. We talked about the overextension. And if it can come up here, even with that overextension down, if it holds the 432, we can pump much higher. And now the 432, the best thing is to get back over the 449 pattern support instead of using it as resistance, because we have been in the past. So now if we can get back on top of that and use it as support, that 449 becomes a very major level. And then if we look back here, the 452 is actually a very, very, very critical level. But we're on top of the 449 on this one. The 429 is underneath that. And now if we go to the perpetual futures, you can see the 452, which is something we've made a big point about, because we need to stay over that, because we want to push up and out of here. So we've gotten over the 449. Now this is the 452 pattern formation. And if we can hold these, this would help push us up to the top of 454, or 494, which would be a double top. But we would have to hold the 449 and the 452. They're both very important. Right now we're on top of 449, and we're bouncing between 449 and 452. So that's what we're looking at for XRP. I don't want to get everybody confused this morning, so pay attention to the 449 area. To me, we're either above the 449 or we're consolidating between the 449 and the 432. But once we break up over the 449, there's not much up here until you get up into this 494 level. So pay very close attention to that. So that'll be a good start in the morning to help you out on XRP. Bitcoin's at 27,689, up 369 points, or 1.35%. And this is pretty self-explanatory what's going on here. Let's just wait for this. So we drew this out yesterday because we want to hold the 27,000 and push our way back up and over 28,493. What we're watching out for is a hold here and then a breakdown around 27,900. So this is what we're looking for. This is what we drew out yesterday, just in case, you know, during the Fed meeting, if it does come up here and it bounces, and then it stalls around 27,900, which is right around the area it's at now. And if it does stall around 27,900, you know you'd be coming back down to a double bottom somewhere around 27,000. But we were talking about if it were to pop up real quick, how you could have this quick V-shaped recovery. So you got to drop down, pull back up. This is what you typically want to have. You don't want this where it does something like this and then drops and falls apart. So pay attention to that with Bitcoin. We're over 27,000. But we're trying to breach that 28,400 for a further push up to 30,500 approximately, or 30,700. Let's take a look at the DXY real quick, then we'll look at that Ripple and Coinbase article I was talking about. DXY is at 102.309, down 0.224, or down 22.5 cents or 0.22%. DXY is just as critical as crypto right now because of the area it's in. This was our bounce point yesterday we talked about. Are we going to get on top of the 102.60, break up, or are we going to hit it and break down? So far last night, we first touched the 102.605 and then came crashing down to 101.904. But now we've pulled back up over the 20-day at 102.28. And now we're going to recontend with 102.602. If you break 102.602, you picked up a little extra push up. And that might allow you to get up to that 103.674. But right now, we need to pay attention and see if the U.S. dollar currency index can break 102.602. If not, the next move down is 101.162. And then you get very, very dicey. And then the aforementioned article I wanted to talk about real quick. Make sure that like button, as it greatly does help push me through the analytics. If you've gotten anything out of this update, consider subscribing to the channel and joining the more than 15,700 subscribers. And if you want to trade XRP in the USA, or if you just want to buy XRP, period, and you don't want to pay spot fees on the buy and sell, I have two great options in the video description below. And then there's also a third option, which is UPHOLD. There's just higher fees on the buy and sell, but you can buy in your native currency or your native fiat instead of using a stable coin. So if you want to buy and sell with no spot fees, or futures trade up to 250x, there's BitGet and or Maxi, and that's in the video description below. And there's also UPHOLD as well. And then if you want to donate, if you want to show appreciation for my time I put in, there's a way to join Tom's Army and also a way to donate XRP in the video description below and or the pinned comments. Now let's get into this article and then I'll let you go. Ripple, Coinbase together against US SEC. Ripple legal chief drops hint. So Ripple to help out Coinbase. Stuart Elderody, chief legal officer, the person who is leading Ripple Labs and defendants in the long-running legal tussle against the U.S. SEC, hinted at showing support to Coinbase. As the commission sent Wells notice to the crypto exchange, Ripto lawyer wrote that enemy of my enemy is my friend. However, he didn't stop here and went on to share Paul Grewal, chief legal officer of Coinbase's takeover. The U.S. SEC issued warning. Coinbase's chief legal officer in a long thread mentioned that they received a Wells notice from the commission after years of seeking reasonable rules around crypto assets. The exchange is simply disappointed that the U.S. SEC is considering courts and not looking to form a constructive dialogue. However, he assured that Coinbase will defend the rule of law. Grewal highlighted that over the last 9 months, U.S. SEC and Coinbase had met more than 30 times. These meetings involved the crypto exchange's path to registration. He claims that the commission hasn't provided any feedback or policy over what to change or how to register. Attorney John Deaton, amicus curiae, in the XRP lawsuit presented a scenario where Coinbase has fair notice defense 2.0 on its side. While Supreme Court Justice in Bittner v. U.S. discussed how a defendant must get a fair warning for their conduct. He added that the outrage may cause the commissioners not to get 3 votes. However, he assumes that it is 3-2 right now. So that is a very, very interesting article. It's very interesting what's going on, and it looks like Ripple is teaming up with Coinbase in defense of Coinbase to go after the SEC, and they're actually going to use the Hinman documents to show support of Coinbase when they're released publicly. So pay attention to this. Pay attention to the XRP chart. And remember, my XRP buying has been suspended indefinitely while XRP is over 40 cents. That's why I made it such a big, big thing for the last year when it was under 40 cents. And also, XLM buying will be suspended when it hits 10 cents. And XDC suspension of buying will happen when it hits 4 cents. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, Help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey to 2025? It's certainly no fun doing it alone.